What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Starseed video. Just want to start this by saying by no means am I a good Rocket League player at all. I am okay, or subpar. I'm serviceable. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video today is just a little update on that OnlyFans situation. Damn, I'm looking at the gameplay now and this shit was lagging. But here's an update on the OnlyFans girl. So pretty much, she was trying to run off on nearly $4,000 from me. I had managed her accounts. I had made sure that everything was going smoothly and that we built everything together. She kept telling me, this is just a quick recap, but this is, like I said, she was telling me the entire time, yeah, we're gonna make so much money together, we're gonna do this, I'll be loyal to you, I'll never switch up, this, that, and the third, and I just want to make sure you're successful and all this other shit. And then later on down the line, when she starts realizing she's making a lot of money off of this, like in a month, like a lot of money, she is then like just trying to get me out of the picture and not try and pay me anything. Her tune starts changing. She's like, I've been doing this all on my own, like a fucking golem. I've been doing this all on my own. I don't need anybody. Bitch, you never even did anything for me. I started this. All of my content I do on my own. Well, yeah, I'm not sucking no peen on camera. I mean, you know, I'm not taking multiple beef patties on camera. You know what I'm saying? I could never, but she is, and you know, somebody has to make that content. And so, pretty much managing her shit, and she just flips the script when she starts realizing she's making money, and she starts getting, you know, I guess these industry people, like these OnlyFans agents, or these Pornhub agents, or these other, like, you know, adult industry agents. And she's, like I said before, she was saying, oh, they don't want my money, but I promise you now they're probably looking at signing her now that I've like got the contract up. But yeah, let's get into it, of how I, you know, was able to annul the contract and also get my money. Yeah, I'm leaving here with something, I'll tell you that much. I was not leaving empty-handed. So she had blocked me on like legitimately like every social media app and like everything, and I wasn't going for that. She had the texts open, and I was trying to talk to her like every day to see if she would send me the money, because OF does this thing where it takes about 7 days to process the money that comes through, and then it takes about 3 to 5 business days for the actual deposit to come through. So before everything went to shit, I had told her to make that deposit, and that deposit came out she had done that deposit on Monday, and she decided to like bitch and moan and complain and like do all this yapping on Tuesday. And that's when I had like just told her, like, listen, we can like resolve this if you want to resolve amicably. Like, we can change the contract around. We can go ahead and make it 25% or 20%, or you can even pay me $1,000 a month just for managing your stuff. Because she was making a lot of bread, and my boy Mel was trying to tell me, like, yeah, just tell her to do $1,000 a month. So I tried to tell her that, and she was already too far gone. You know, a little dumb bop was trying to go ahead and get me up out of there. She's just a grimy person in general, so I already knew that no amount of like trying to backtrack or change things for her was gonna work. She already had her mindset, and you can't change people like that. You know, no matter what I did in this situation, I was gonna be fucked regardless. But so she starts like having this fit, and I'm like, yeah, keep an open line of communication, so I make sure that I can get that deposit through and everything. And then, so like I said, she made that that deposit on Monday, and I believe the deposit ended up coming through, I believe, on Thursday. I had a feeling that it came through. I had texted her that morning and found out that I was blocked. I was blocked on the text, so I was trying to like keep that open line of communication, but she indeed was not. She did not want that open line of communication, and she blocked me. So, funnily enough, I actually knew where her mom lived. And I knew where her mom lived because I had to pick her up from her house so we could drive down to Miami. And for a business meeting. And I know that sounds kind of sketch, but like I didn't do anything. She was there to eat some peen and take beef patty. But me personally, I was just turning up in the club myself while she was taking peen, eating beef patty. But I will say, I'm glad that I had her mom's address, because that morning right after she blocked me, I'd pulled up to her mom's crib, straight to her mom's crib. And funnily enough, her mom did not know what was going on. And I had some information. Her mom would not like to hear. But, I kept that one in the tuck. I actually kept that one card in the tuck. I didn't need to like tell her mom that, because that would have gave up all my cards. Would have fucked things over. So what I ended up doing was I ended up pulling up to her mom's crib first thing in the morning after I realized I was, blocked. So I drove it was about a 40-50 minute drive to her mom's crib, and I was straight mashing it, all gas, no brakes, all the way up to her mom's crib. And then I finally pull up, I take a picture of the outside, I knock on the door, her mom answers, she's like, I think I know you from somewhere, I just can't put my finger on it. And she had met me before on the way, I went to go pick up her daughter to go to Miami, and she had met me before. I shook her hand and everything. She's like, I know your face, but I just don't know what you're here for. And I was like, well, I'm sorry to come to you like this, but it's just a serious matter. Do you mind if I come inside? And she's like, oh, you're scaring me. Can we just sit down and talk? Like, what's happening? I'm like, well, it is a pretty serious matter, and I don't want this to have to get any uglier than it already is, but... And she's like, just please tell me. And I think she thinks that her daughter was like in some serious shit, but she wasn't. I mean, she was in some serious shit. When it comes to me, it's some serious shit. I can't lie. But especially when it comes to money, please do not play about money. Please do not try and play me, because you will be ending up playing yourself. That is rule number 1. Do not try and play the bull star. But I will say, I told her, yeah, your daughter has a contract with me. It's a notarized contract. She tried to run off on the money. We made this deal together, and her whole tune changed as soon as she started getting this money in there. She owes me about nearly $4,000, and if there's any way that you can contact her, let her know. I'd taken a picture of the inside of her mom's crib, and I told one of my good friends to go ahead and send that to her and say, if you don't contact me or unblock my number, there will be consequences, legal consequences. So then she ends up going ahead and unblocking me, and she ends up calling my friend first, and she ends up unblocking me and then calling me. And she's like, this is so fucked up, if you go back over, my mom will call the police. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Give me my fucking money. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I'd hate to have to tell your mom what you're doing. And she was like, no, please stop threatening me. Bitch. This stupid motherfucker. Like, this dumb bop, man, thought she could play me. And then she's sitting there trying to threaten me, say, like, I don't have any legal documents. I don't have anything. She's trying to sit there and say that I was going to sexually assault her, or I did sexually assault her. And I had text messages that were saying otherwise. And I'm just glad that I can talk about this freely without having to get into too legal details. But I had texts that said I would never pressure her into doing anything that she didn't want to do, and she even was agreeing with me. So I had all the cards stacked in my favor. If she wanted to go to court, we could go to court. So I had to call her bluff. She was like, I'm ready to go to court over this. I'm crazy. Don't take me there. Bitch, you're not crazier than me. Don't fucking play. You're not crazy than me. Dumbass bop. Trying to play me, man. Come on, son. But yeah, I called her bluff. She's sitting there crying on the phone. Oh, don't tell my mom, please. I don't want to do this. Please, stop threatening me. And then she ended up sending me 25% of what was owed to me. Or 25%. I was originally owed 35%, and she only sent me 25%. I was like, nah. I thought I had won at that point. And to be honest, I should have just left it there, but I didn't sign for 25%. And I told her that. I was like, I didn't sign for 25%. And it doesn't make sense to me because she's doing all this beef patty eating and this peen taking. And she's going to be making a whole lot of more fucking money. And she's saying she manages her own stuff and she got all this going for her. Well, then send me my money. Like, literally send me my money. I don't know why she's acting like the nearly $4,000 that I want is gonna affect her money in the future. Shit made no sense to me, but I just basically told her, yeah, I didn't sign for 25 and literally send me the last $1,000 that you owe me. It ended up being around like $3,700, near $3,800, or near $4,000, like I said. And she wasn't trying to send that, but eventually I just told her, like, listen, if you don't send that, like, your mom would hate to hear this shit. Your mom would really hate to hear it. And then she sends it and she's like, please stop threatening me. And yeah, I ended up getting my bread. I ended up getting what I signed for, and I just left it at that. I could do her so much more crazier, and I was thinking about it, but I'm gonna let it be. You know, I'm gonna let it slide, and I'm gonna just go about my day, because at the end of the day, I got my money, I got what was mine. And yeah, again, just another reminder that the lesson of the day is never trust a hoe. And Starseed out.